good, world? It's your favorite icons here to do a review for Welcome to Derry. I am the one and only, the author, Maurice Myers, here with my co-host.
It's your boy, Juan The Eyecon. What's good, everybody?
And we usually on separate videos, giving y'all that good motivation, that good knowledge to help y'all with y'all books. Mm-hmm. But you also know that I do these reviews, and what better to do than with my own brother? You feel me?
Had to pop up.
So here we are.
Had to pop up.
So let's jump right into it like they do. We are on episode 4. A lot has happened since episode 1.
A lot.
We've lost some.
We lost a lot.
We lost a lot. But since then, we've gained a lot of knowledge on what's going on. They bringing it all home. They're bringing it together. Because if you've been watching and you have no knowledge of this, it could look a little crazy, I could imagine. You feel me?
I feel like that's how I started out.
Yeah, like so.
Like what? You are the it Stan. I had to catch up because I did not read the book. I did not read the book. I am the movie guy. Mm-hmm. And when I saw the episodes where I knew the show was coming out, it was like, oh nah, I gotta tap in because you don't really love as much things as it.
Yeah.
Like you don't talk about as much things as you talk about it. So I was like, out of respect, I got the show, I got to pop out. And I'm not disappointed. Like it was even when I seen the previews when it first was coming out, when it was about to air.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, all right, I'm interested. I'm interested. The movie was always like that. Mm-hmm. Scared the hell out of me when I was a little boy. Mm-hmm. And then the new edition of the movie was different.
Yeah, because we were adults.
Yeah.
We were adults.
Very much less scary, but it was still good. Mm-hmm. And now to watch what they're doing with the show is like incredible. So I'm glad to be able to kind of break it down and see how it's all coming together.
Yes.
It's special. They doing their thing.
This is different. And I didn't expect it to be like that, but let's just jump right into it. So the initial thing here is that when we start off this episode, we see that they done took the pictures from the cemetery.
They took the pictures.
And they are now taking it to the police station. They're taking it to the police station, hoping that the police will see these pictures of spirits.
Piss me off. I'm gonna just.
That's what they're doing.
Piss me off. First 5 minutes.
They're 12.
First 5 minutes piss me off.
They still believe in America. They still believe in certain things.
They thought they had something.
They talked.
Risk their lives for these pictures.
In the cemetery.
In the cemetery.
Late at night.
You know what I mean?
They went ahead. They brought it to the police. The police is. By the time they get the pictures to the police, obviously there's nothing there.
The police was policing.
And I mean, to be fair, the only picture that had something in it was the one with the clown.
Yeah. When they showed the first picture and it was just like the statue or whatever it was, I was like, well, hold on, come on.
Now we just doing stuff.
Not that they just risked their whole life.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to have nothing.
And the whole time, I think it's like crazy that they even went through all of that work.
Yeah. Because
it was like, the idea was crazy.
Yeah.
We're going to take a picture and then they're going to see it and they'll have no choice. And it's like, what?
And the way that the plan unfolded was not going well.
No, so nothing went well.
What a surprise when they just, like, at first, the end of the episode, you see, like, oh, they got something. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Then when they get to the police, it's like, oh, well, they got to see it. And they don't have nothing. Then when they see the pictures of the actual clown, it's like, I still don't see. Are you talking about the statue?
Right. How do you not look crazy? You got poor Lily. Yeah. She done just got home from Juniper Hills. That's what we'll call it.
I got a lot of feelings about Lily.
I got a lot of feelings about Lily too.
Of things I want to call
yes, but we're going to go to the next part. Let's see. And from there, what is it? Looking for answers. Juniper Hills.
I got a lot of thoughts about Lily.
Listen, man. All right, let's just talk about Lily for a quick second, because we'll get into the episode. We'll get into more of that. Lily pisses me off a lot.
From episode 1.
Now, I've given her the benefit of the doubt that she's a child, and she's been through a lot.
Yes.
They said her daddy was in pickle jars.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
So
he was.
And that's so he was in pickle jars. She saw him there.
She tripped out in that
and
story.
She was in the she was in Juniper Hills. She's
probably
been medicated.
She's definitely medicated.
So a lot of with her is very like she's playing this timid angst character.
Yeah.
And it's annoying.
Drowning in anxiety.
She's drowning all the time. Yeah. It's never a good day for Lily.
Yeah. And she's the only one to survive the first episode.
Yeah.
Well, her and Ronnie.
Yeah.
But Ronnie wasn't actually in the room.
Yeah, Ronnie still didn't see any of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just it's an interesting dynamic with her.
She's getting bullied.
It's always something. So, but let's move on. So the next scene we see Charlotte going to talk to Rose.
Yes.
So while Will's mom, Charlotte is talking to Rose, they're kind of just discussing, was it just basic Derry life?
Yeah, I mean they're new to at least they're new to the development of the area.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like she's trying to get a grip on what this feeling is that she has, because she can't put a name to it, but she definitely feel like something is happening.
Mm-hmm. Every time she's in there.
Well, we saw a black mother's intuition.
Shout out to a black woman's intuition. Come on. Since episode 1, she was in that house like something ain't right. I don't know what it is. But they talk, and this is where Rose finally, because remember their first interaction, when Rose asked her, she's like, "You have a 12-year-old son, right?" Mm-hmm. And she's like, "Yeah," and then she just looks away real quick, like, but that little second lets you know. So this is Rose's first time kind of saying like, "Hey, yo, things be happening around here." Because Charlotte is asking now. She's like, "Yo, what's up? Y'all got these missing kids posters? Like, I don't know what's going on around here."
That kind of pissed me off too. I ain't gonna lie. Because, like, you could have just...
She could have said it.
You could have gave a little more.
Rose, you could have...
Like,
Rose,
she's asking the questions.
Rose, she asked you.
She's asking the questions.
She's coming to you as a woman.
Okay? Like, she's like, yo. Sat you down in the living room.
Like, yo, y'all drinking tea.
And then you respond like, if you have any more questions, just
call me.
What other questions can I ask you?
You in the house.
This is as cold as it gets. Like, what other things can I ask you to get the answers? Yeah, just like, tell me.
All right, I have to ask you: is there an entity of fear taking over the town to kind of get an answer? Because that's, but either way, it is kind of like the doorway to let us know, like, Charlotte and Rose are gonna have that connection.
It's building.
Yeah, so they're having something there that they're working on together. So after that, we move on to the next scene, which involves my least favorite character on this show, Margie.
Now I feel a lot about Lily.
Okay.
But Marge. Marge, little Velma.
This is when they're in class, and you see Marge.
The connection she got with the mean girl.
Yeah, the patty cakes. Yeah. Is what they call themselves. PCs.
See.
So the PCs. Margie been with the PCs. So since she been hanging with the gang and the girls.
And she been thirsty since episode 1.
Yeah, she was, yeah. All she wanted was Regina George to look at her.
Like, come on.
She's finally with the PCs. And we don't know what they doing, but she's telling like Lily to come hang with her or something like that. And when you look over, the PC's like one of the main Regina George girls, she's like looking at her like, word. So you see they setting something up because Carrie didn't come out yet. So nobody knows that there are consequences for playing with a girl like Lily. Don't play with a Lily. All right?
Don't play these games.
So from there, we leave and we know something's about to happen. And we turn back, and now we're back in the Hanlon household, and we see Will going back to his room, and he's going looking for them cemetery pics. And when he goes inside, they not there no more.
Because
his mama, the black mama, she done heard. She went. Did she go through his stuff? That's what she do. She go through his stuff.
Went through the drawer.
That's what she did.
I know you looking for these.
Yep. That's what she held it on to. And from there, it was kind of like he had no choice but to open up about what's been happening. Now, we didn't see him say exactly what happened, but I also think these kids don't know what's happening.
And as the expert, like, how do you feel about that? Because it gave me mixed feelings. It's like, this is the first adult that you see that actually is listening to him. Because you see in the very first scene of the episode, the cops is like, listen, don't you bring these pictures around. Y'all stay cops business. And now you have...
And so we never actually see what he says to his mom.
And yeah, how you feel about that? Because this is the first time we see an adult in the town that actually is believing what one of the kids is saying.
Right.
Because you see it in the first scene, the cops is like, you stay out of cops' business.
Right. That's exactly what they said.
And now the mom is like, no. You tell me what's going on. What is this? And it seems like she's actually believing what he's saying. Now, he ain't tell him, it doesn't seem like he told the whole thing.
Right.
So as the expert of it, what do you think is going on? Like, how do you explain the adults starting to kind of believe, well, the first set of adults are believing the kids?
But they're not from there. That's literally what that would be.
Okay.
Anybody who's from Derry, lives in Derry, that whole town, you're gonna be indoctrinated in whatever's been going on since 1908, I believe.
Yeah,
so
it's some history.
That thought process is like, that's
they not caught up in the hype.
Right. Like you see in the first episode, the first episode she appears in, where she's like, why are they jumping that boy and nobody's doing nothing?
Yeah.
She's clearly not from there. And we're gonna get into more of what she's been up to and how she got to this point. Okay. Cooking. But just to answer your question, truthfully, I do think it's that mainly thing. Okay. And I think the longer they stay, the more we might actually see them start to regress in being so understanding.
Like a part of the town.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, from there we move on and we see now they're at dinner with Leroy.
My mans.
You know, Leroy's that guy. Leroy do kind of remind me of you. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. You know, you kind of give me Leroy vibes. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a good man.
That's a good black man. Good brother. He doing his thing.
He's a good man.
Take care of his kids.
He's around.
his wife.
Active.
Okay, he's a general, I believe. Everybody's a general. If you're not a soldier to me, you a general. I don't know what the titles are. I'm sorry.
Nah, for real.
But yeah. So they're talking, and you see that they don't, even though Will has kind of confessed, he's confessed what happened that night and why they did what they did in the cemetery. Charlotte doesn't want him to tell Leroy.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I it was a lot of things that you don't want to go home and tell your black father sometimes, you know, because if you tell him, that also means you have to tell him, yeah, I was sneaking around in the cemetery at night.
That's what she said.
It's very, very clear that the whole town, not just him, the whole town is under a curfew.
That's what they said.
So you better not be outside. You're supposed to be at somebody's house.
Mind you, he's in the military.
He's in the military, and that's a different life. Yeah, that's a different punishment.
And we got to deal with the dynamics of being a black family in this new white town, because they are putting it. They're letting us know this is a factor. This exists.
Very much so.
So they are the black family in this new white suburban town, and they have to be perfect almost.
You know, trying to play it by the book.
So that's where you see there's kind of a disconnect in their household because of how things are going. You know, when Charlotte sees it, she kind of sees this as this opportunity to ignite her past and who she was before she moved there. And she knows Leroy's not going to handle that too well.
And this is a recurring thing.
Yes, it is.
This isn't something that just happened. They moving from the South. Very different environment. Yeah, very different environment than you are in Derry, Maine. So he makes it very clear that, you know, what you do affects my military dreams.
Yes.
And that factor is a heavy. That's heavy.
Yeah.
In this environment, that's very, very heavy. Because it doesn't seem like that she's it's clear that she's into activism, but like as the episode goes on, she makes it very clear how heavy and how much it actually means to her.
This is who she is.
And as a black man in the military, you could tell that he supports like what she wants and like how she feels because they share the same experiences. But just not at the cost of
everything.
His dream and what he's fighting for. Right. So it's heavy, and it's an interesting take in the story. It's the only one in that narrative that has that kind of weight to it.
Yeah.
Outside of the Native American view that, you know, we'll get into.
I think it's just interesting. Like, she's really the only one with that accent.
True.
Leroy and Will don't have accents.
Not at all.
Nothing about how they talk sounds like her. So
maybe the military experience.
Maybe, because it could be a situation where they are not. He may not be from Shreveport.
Yeah.
Leroy, and they might have just lived there for some time.
And he spent some time overseas.
Yeah, but even if so, you would still have the accent.
Some type of,
So that's interesting, but they don't bring nothing up. That just was something we
at least not yet.
Yeah, so either way, from there you see they're going to hide it from him, and then it goes right into showing why you shouldn't hide things, because the very next scene, Leroy takes Will fishing. And this right here was kind of like an interesting scene because it was like, for Will, this is him trying to get back to normal. He's out with his dad. They're going fishing. It's something, to distract him from all the things that they're going through with Pennywise.
Both of them, actually. Because remember, it's Charlotte's idea. Like, if you off this weekend, this would be a good time to, spend some time with Will.
You're right.
Because he's off doing missions and he's experiencing. They're both experiencing the same entity.
Yep.
But just in very different ways.
And not talking about it
at all.
Like, that's the crazy part. Well, we'll get to that. But they're fishing, and while they're fishing, they're talking, having a black father son. If you you have a father, if you have a black father, you know what it's like. It was that.
Yeah.
The old head. Shout out to them. We love them.
Shout out to all of them.
But yeah. Anyway, while they're discussing it, he leaves. He goes out. They talking like Ronnie is the girl. They try to push off this thing that Will likes Ronnie, which we all know he does. But that's neither here nor there.
They asked the important question. Like,
is
she the girl that she likes, she want to us?
What's going on?
So we had that experience.
Yeah, you just let us know.
That's a real thing.
But I think honestly, like that, it's kind of funny.
Maine?
You know what's funny? Because they didn't answer the question.
They did.
But I think as like us. That's a conversation. That's not something you're not gonna answer.
Yeah.
You're gonna say something.
And I mean, I guess like the way that she reacted let him know, like, oh yeah, nah, she one of us. The girl that he's into is one of us.
Mm-hmm. So we jump from him fishing with Will to leaving Will in the lake while he's fishing by himself to go get some
extra bait.
Yeah, extra bait for him
from the car.
While Leroy's going to get the extra bait, Will sees something in the water. This big fish. Looks really cool, whatever. It's interesting to him. He's looking at it. And then after that, a hand goes and a burnt hand, excuse me, comes up out the water and snatches him down into the water. Holding him there, forcing him to, he's drowning at this point.
Yeah.
When he opens his eyes.
Dirty water.
Yeah, because it's Maine. I don't know. Maybe Maine has clean, fresh.
It looked dirty.
But he sees his dad. He sees Leroy burnt up, eyes like storm, and it's Leroy pulling him under the water, and he is screaming for dear life. He is like flailing and splashing, and then Leroy comes, and this is the first time
he looks like he actually experiences fear.
Yeah, it wasn't all that.
Yeah, it's been made very clear that he doesn't.
He don't do that. But this was like, I don't know, brother.
That's my son.
Yeah, exactly. He came running like that's my baby. You not about to hurt. Like
dropped everything.
Left it on the floor
for sure.
But when pulled Will out, and when he pulled Will out, Will was freaking out. And this was after they must have recorded these months in advance apart because Will was like 16 at this point.
He did,
and he aged like shit. But that's neither here nor there.
For real.
But yeah, so he sees him. Leroy sees Will, and he sees he's telling him like what happened. Will tells him it was you. Like I saw you under the water. You pulled me. And Leroy's freaking out a bit, but then he realizes and sees his son with all the marks on him, and he can't explain that.
Yeah, it's like there's no way you can ignore what you see. And then you look around and you see like that your son is looking at this balloon floating across the water.
Right.
So do you think that Leroy saw the red balloon float across the river like Will did? Because it wasn't like made clear that that's what happened, but it did look like he saw it too.
I think he had to. I do, because I think he's in the same boat Charlotte's in. Like they just got there.
Yeah.
And he's been actively dealing with Pennywise since he got there.
Yeah, for sure. He just don't know like what's going on.
That's what he's doing. So the fact that he saw the balloon,
and he saw the wounds.
Right. He saw what happened to
saw the balloon.
His son. And we haven't seen any other adult do that.
Never. Like even in the movies when they get
yeah,
when they get hurt, something happen, they just don't see nothing.
That's the town of Derry.
But he's seen the actual wounds itself, so I think it's like he probably did see the balloon.
I think he would have to. He has to, especially where we go later.
Yeah.
So, after that, we see that Charlotte is heading out, and she goes and talks to the captain. So she's basically letting the captain know that something's going on. And I know it was basically she wanted to go talk to Hank.
Yeah.
And he wasn't having it.
Yeah.
He let her know.
Immediately.
No.
I ain't got time for this.
Nah, whatever this is that you got going on.
You ain't family.
Yeah, like you new here, shorty.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't care that you Taylor Page.
All
right? You don't have to.
You take that back up to your husband,
Leroy. Yeah, we ain't got nothing to do with that.
Take that back to Shreveport.
So that your ass down to Shreveport with that nonsense. So basically we start to see her activism come to life a bit.
Yeah.
Like you see it coming to her because she's not worrying about how this is going to affect Leroy.
Yeah, because she definitely didn't care about that.
No.
She went and ignored everything that he basically said and went down there and asked him questions. And then from there went to the phone booth to go find, like, if I can't talk to him, then I'm going to go talk to his mama. I'm going to go talk to his mama.
And ended up calling out to Hank's mother, Ronnie's grandmother. Mm-hmm. And from there, that's where we seen, like, the conversation of what happened that night. Yeah. Because we saw what happened in the theater. So we know what happened in the theater. Right. It doesn't matter about, like, that's not the question for us as the viewers. Yeah. I don't think any of us even cared where Hank was, because we knew he didn't do it.
Yeah, honestly, this was the first time that I even asked, like, he wasn't in the theater when that happened. Right. Where was he for real? Like, I did know that he lied about where he was at, but I didn't even have a second thought as to, like, where he actually was. Yeah. Now, when it happened, it's, you start guessing, like, well, it got to be somewhere. It got to be somewhere he ain't had no business being.
Because he lied. He lied to the police, and children are missing. Yeah. At your movie theater, brother. Yeah, and you still lying.
For sure. Your daughter is with your mama now. Like, we don't know where her mama is, but well, we know where her mama is. Well, yeah. We did see.
R.I.P. But
rest in peace to that lady.
And she goes ahead, so we see Charlotte going up there talking to Hank's mom. They have a discussion, and from there we learn that's where we learn Hank's been lying. So after we leave there, Leroy decides, I need to go talk to my son Hollering. That's my guy who's been having the visions. Right. If you watch South Park, you know. So my son Leroy pulls up on Hollering like, they're showing other shit. None of that matters. The point is, Leroy pulls up to him to basically say, yo, what's going on?
Yeah, because, I mean, based off of the stuff they experienced in the last episode, it's like, brother, I know you know something.
You know something.
Like, I seen you be having visions, or you got something going on.
On that
I knew I had a son. I ain't tell you that. Like, you got something going on with the way you see him. I don't know. Everybody knows somebody who knows somebody that knows what you can do.
And we know you.
It's the first time I got a chance to see it live. What's going on, brother? And he told him basically, like, I just do what Master say.
Like, yeah, that you said it like that. That's basically what he said. Like,
I don't know what's going on. I don't even know if you want to know what's going on, because it's crazy out here.
Just stay out of it, bro. Like, it's not that. It's not something you want to get into.
Now, to his point though, he did do that because he didn't. At that point, he hadn't learned that his son, like, Will, was actually. He didn't say yet that Will, like, had the incident at the lake yet.
Right.
Once he did say that, then it did change his demeanor a little bit. He did. Well, look, man.
That's when he freaked out.
Yeah, like, look.
I don't know. Yeah. You asking me? Like, I don't know. I just go to work, bro. Like, I don't run the operation.
For real.
So it was that conversation when we realized that. I mean, and if you've been watching, you can kind of see that Halloran has no idea what's going on.
He does. He's trying to piece it together too.
Right. When he pulled up to the headquarters, Pennywise's headquarters, and he ran into Pennywise, he wasn't planning for that.
Nah, not at all.
So we know now he doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't have control either, because they're not going to stop him. They keep sending him back into it.
This does look like the first time that he's been able to use these mental abilities, and somebody was able to see him back.
Facts.
Because, well, outside of Leroy, because he did recognize that Leroy is different. Like, because he doesn't experience fear, I'm not going to mess with you, blah, blah, blah. But Pennywise actually, like, spoke to him and was like, what you doing here?
That's exactly what happened.
Who are you and what you doing? And now it seems like the more that he keeps using these abilities, the more Pennywise is like, you keep coming around here.
And because he's playing in his world. Yep. Like, but we'll get into that. So, actually, this kind of leads to an important part, because after Halloran basically tells Leroy, like, yo, I don't know what's going on, we turn over and we go to Will and the gang, our original gang that we don't really get to see a lot of this episode, but they here. Will, Richie, Lily, Ronnie. and they go back to the spot. They go back to Phil and is it what's his name? Tyler?
Yeah, I think it is Tyler.
Yeah,
the original crew.
Yeah,
the
original crew. They go back to their gang, their spot, and which is crazy, right? First of all, how y'all in our spot?
Like I know I'm dead.
Yeah, but none of y'all was gang for real.
Not at all. At all.
I just met you, Lily. But that, you know what? We're not gonna get into that. But that's neither here nor there.
They using their stuff. He laying on the hammock.
Crazy. Just playing with they but they leave, they go there, and when they get there, this is basically when Will comes up with the theory that it wants to eat them.
And it's feeding off their fear.
Right.
It's like he's like prepping them like a dinner plate. And if I could keep this fear, which is why he's not like attacking them and just killing them off the first meet. If I could get you scared enough, I'm trying to prep you enough, and then once you hit a certain level of fear, then I'm going to finish the job.
And I think that's a constant, like, even in the old one, he says you all taste so much better when you're afraid. Like, and Will breaks it down into a scientific level, talking about the pheromones that you release when you are afraid, to kind of explain like why this is like adobo for him. Like, it's like, no, when y'all do that and then he eats you, it's like the best meal ever. So this is where we kind of learn, okay, it wants to eat everyone. Yeah. And that's where we kind of see them kind of like, okay, well, we got to do something about this.
Yeah, because how do you block fear? Like, it's not like you can just not be afraid.
And this is where we get into the next part, where they decide we're gonna take pills.
Well, Lily decides.
No, everybody took a pill out that month.
They did. But the first thing has to happen is Lily has to steal them from her mom.
All right, so let's put it on Lily then. Lily decides that the gang is going to be drugged up. That's what
happened.
So she goes and gets some Valium, ecstasy, fentanyl, oxy.
Because she never says it. She never says what it is. She never says like happy pills or like whatever they call it.
Probably Valium at this era.
Yeah, it got to be like the 60s.
So, they go ahead and they each take a pill. They don't actually take the pill, but they hold it and they decide that when something bad is about to happen, they're going to take the pill.
Because they don't know how this works.
Nobody clearly has ever taken a pill. And Lily, who has been in a mental facility,
who should know how to
take a pill, who takes pills, because her mama said in the first episode,
taking medicine.
You don't know if she ain't taking her then. From here, Charlotte decides she's going to go over to the police station because this Hank situation is not working for her. We see her activism is something that she takes very seriously.
Sizzling in the spirit.
Shout out to our good Angela Davis.
Man, listen.
Asada Shakur. She's fighting for the good fight.
Yes, she is.
And if you look at her life, she ain't really got much to do.
She's a stay-at-home mom.
Right. It looked bad boring. So, I mean,
going through the drawers at the house.
And I feel like a part of it is that story where this is who she is, but you give up your life for, especially in the 60s as a woman, you giving up your life for your husband and your child.
And the environment is, I think this is the first time that she actually feels like, oh, this feels like home now, because they're coming from the South.
Yep.
So like, you're not gonna run into too many incidences, like blatant incidences, as you would in the South in Derry, Maine.
Right.
It's supposed to be more free in the North. So now when you get confronted with this incident where this black man's rights are being violated, now you triggered now. Now it's time to get active.
Right.
We got to do something.
I'm up now.
Yeah.
So what's up with it?
I'm here.
So she ends up in this police station talking to the lieutenant, is what we'll call him because we don't know what he is. But the lieutenant basically tells her like, "Hey, yo, get up out of here. Like, this not the South, shorty. Whatever you was on down there, don't bring that up here for you end up in the situation."
But he ain't had the swag like the captain did.
Nah.
He ain't had that.
He ain't had that. And she already had enough answers by that time.
Yeah, she was ready.
So she was like, "Hey, yo, I will pull up with the NAACP, MLK, RFK, all the Ks,
all the FKs,
100 black men of DeKalb County.
The Everybody's
Freedom Riders. The Freedom Riders are pulling up."
That's what she said.
She said, "I will have everybody at your door asking questions with one phone call. So do I need to make a call?" Next thing you know,
she back there talking
to her. Girl, Charlotte in the back. All right. They don't let Charlotte go up in the back. Shout out to Tim.
Come on.
So while she's back, well, they let her go talk to Hank. Next scene, we see Charlotte and Hank sitting across from each other, and this is the first time we see Hank this episode.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, last time we saw him, he was in prison, and they had already kind of they got him for the cigarettes.
Yeah,
where he basically said that these are cigarettes he smoked, and that's what they found. So now when we talk to him, Charlotte is basically trying to say, hey, listen, they violated your rights.
He didn't even know.
Right, he had no idea.
Public defender didn't let him know.
And she's like, don't even worry about all that. Like, I got you. Here's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to sit down for a little bit because they got you set up tomorrow. Yeah, so you going to Rikers. You going to Rikers. Ain't nothing we can do about that.
Shawshank.
That's
where you go.
That's where you Rikers.
Shawshank.
So you're gonna have to sit down for a little bit. You feel me?
We gonna get you out.
But we gonna get you out. You feel me? You ain't even gonna need nothing on your books. That's how quick you coming home.
For sure.
Type stuff. So, but here's the kicker. What we learned in that conversation between Charlotte and his mom, or Bronny's grandmother, was that he did not tell the truth about where he was that night.
Well, she pulled that thing right up out of him.
And she said, it's time.
Yeah, you're going to have to
have to tell the truth, brother.
At some point.
You can sit up here all day with the story.
You're going to have to say what it is. Even if it means your freedom.
You got to say it.
You got a daughter, brother.
But he ends up saying it. And when he says it, you kind of get why you just take prison.
Listen.
So, what we learned.
What we learned, brother?
Well, our brother Will was coming home with these. Our brother Hank was outside with these. Yeah. Right? I don't want to break it down like that, but that's what happened. That's what it said now. That's what he said.
And she was married.
And a married one.
Listen.
She's not married. She married.
Married.
This is 1960s. Listen. That's somebody old lady.
My man said they find out, they just go find the nearest tree.
That's what they said.
We in the 60s.
Fruit.
We in the 60s.
Okay, southern trees.
Come on.
Well, this is Maine.
And
but either way.
They gonna find a tree.
They gonna find something. They ignoring a lot of stuff going on. So they gonna find something. But that's what we learned. Basically, this is I'm assuming. I don't know the Virginia versus Loving thing like offhand.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming this is before that. So clearly this is enough that he is scared that they'll take his life and there will be no punishment for it. So we learned
this darkness going on. They probably just be like, man, he missing.
They need something, right? And they need something to do so this is what's happening. We learn that he doesn't know what to do, and I don't think any of us kind of have a. What would you do?
If I'm in that situation, and after a while, I have to get back home, because you at this point are a single-ish father. Like,
yeah,
shorty not taking care of your daughter. Like, we don't never see the woman that you're sleeping with taking care of your daughter. Y'all doing this in secret. Only person that's taking care of your daughter is your mom's. And the last thing I want is for my mom to be taking care of my kid. So, I would have probably folded, but not for nothing, I would have known, like, I would have had to set them up. Like, Mom, listen, I'm going to tell the truth, I'm going to come home, but y'all can't. I got to be.
Yeah.
We got to get low.
But he said it just happened.
Yeah, that's
like,
what they always say. That's what they always say.
He may not have clapped by episode 1.
Listen, we not about to do this. We know this ain't his first time.
Listen, the brother said, hold on, going down.
It just happened.
Our brother Hank, all right?
He lied. He lied.
He's a stand-up brother.
We don't even know who wife it is yet. We still speculating.
That is true. We are speculating. We did a lot of speculating.
We did.
We did a lot of speculating on who the wife was.
Yes, we did.
And we don't know the Blanquitos who are married yet.
So. They don't show the flash though. He's very angry.
We're gonna figure.
It looked like one there was a white man that looked very
Somebody was angry. So we're gonna see what happens there. But that is where we learn what's going on there. From there we see that this is where we get to see Hollerin with with Daniel.
Yeah.
Brought in by Francis. Because I believe, is this when Leroy pulls up in the office?
Yeah, he pulls up angry because he need answers.
Yeah.
Halloran ain't give him no answers. So I'm gonna go to the source, the man who brought me here to figure out what's going on.
They did the old school trope. You can't go in there yet, sir. And he just walked right past her.
Excuse me. Homie, close the little file.
Yeah, shout out to the trope. We love it. We love a callback.
But this is the time where he's like, look, they saw that there were Daniel was outside taking pictures or at least observing what they were trying to do in the forest. And this is the first time he says, well, we've been keeping him out, but let's let him in.
Right.
And we know that he knows. We don't know what Daniel knows at that point, but we know he knows more than what everybody else knows. Mm-hmm. And it gets deep. Like it gets to the point where it's like we can't keep fishing.
Right.
Like we're gonna have to get somewhere because at this point Francis is saying that the window is about to close. Mm-hmm. This thing happens every 27 years. They don't say exactly how long it happens in the 27 years.
Yeah, they're figuring it out.
He makes it very clear that the window is about to close and we got to get something. So let's let him in and let's do the interrogation.
And here we move on and we get to Marge back at the school. Mm-hmm. So we with Marge and Lily, and they in the class.
And we seeing the plot unfold.
We watching the plot
thickens.
Real time. So is this when they're in the cafeteria?
Or is this
the classroom first? Yeah. Okay, so we're in the classroom.
You see her like, yo, go ahead, say something to Lily.
Yeah, so Lily. Regina George is being mean, telling Marge to go be mean to her friend Lily. And you could kind of see Margie don't really want to do it.
Yeah.
Even I'm gonna shoot her some bail because I don't like you.
Yeah.
I don't like nothing about you. I want to be very clear. Shout out to the little actress who plays her because you're a little girl and I don't have no problem with you.
And you selling it.
You selling it. You doing your thing. Shout out to you. You killing this role. Now you, Margie, you evil little wench. I don't like you, okay? And I'm only calling you this because I can't call you other words because you a child.
Yeah, that's it.
But believe me, you bitch, okay?
The only homie you had.
Boy, but let's not get caught up in that. So long story short, we in the classroom and we see the setup where Margie asks Lily to come sit with her at lunch. Mm-hmm. She's like, it's been a while. And she pulled this last time, the it's been a while thing. She's like, it's been a while, let's sit together for whatever reason.
I miss you.
You know how they do. So from here, we go straight to the lunchroom, right?
Yeah, they're in the cafeteria. Mm-hmm. Homie walked up on her with the varsity jacket.
Yeah, so we got our trope. We got the old school jock pulling up on Lily. And Lily is she's 12. She's all angst and come from a mental facility. Nobody likes her.
Yeah.
So yeah.
They've been teasing her all season.
Yeah. Like they
leaving pickles in the locker.
They hate that poor girl. We love Lily, man. But either way, so she's in there. She's with
She's sitting with Marge.
And
it's the first time Lily wasn't sitting with the homies.
Yeah.
Sitting with Willie.
Gang was together.
Yeah, they was all not. Yeah, and they was watching from across the cafeteria.
Like, oh really? Big squeeze,
okay. Okay.
Niggas get brand new, they get their friends back. Okay. Listen. So she's sitting there to get the jock comes up to her, kind of, flirts with her a bit. But we do see this is a ploy. We see Regina George and Gretchen on the side sitting there laughing. And they're like setting it all up. And Margie really does not want to do this, but she keeps doing it.
Yeah.
She's not stopping. So she goes ahead with the alley and tells Lily, like, hey, yo, we're going to call him Craig. Craig wants to talk to you.
Did you see how he was looking at you?
It's crazy. Like, go to the bathroom, do some makeup. Like, so she tells, like, Lily's like, she's going to go get it together. She hit her little shimmy out the chair. She let her know, like, she going to get her man today. While she goes to the bathroom, is this when Margie starts to feel bad about the situation, right?
Yeah, she goes in and first she's like, well, what's taking you so long?
Yeah, because that's really what it was. she didn't want to do it.
She didn't want to do it, but she was trying to hurry up and get it over with.
Yeah.
And then when Lily hit her with I have a zit, I'm not looking, she's like, well, I'm gonna doll you up. I'm gonna get you right. And then when she's like, all right, let me go use the bathroom, in that little moment, that's when Marge is like, all right, I'm starting to regret this. The longer that this drags out, the more guilt she starts to feel. And Lily in the bathroom, she ain't got no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
She like, I just gotta use the bathroom. I'll be out in a second.
Get her life together.
And then things change drastically for Shorty.
It gets, so when they're in class together, one thing they're doing a great job of doing is setting you up for what's going to come to you as the illusion.
Foreshadowing on a beam.
Yeah, they give it to you. So when they're in classroom, they're learning about these parasitic snails and how those things work with your eyes. And it's like the eyes pop out. It's real crazy and gory when you think about what happens in nature, just naturally. That's crazy. But outside of that, so when we get back to Margie in the bathroom, now we see that what we were told about the snails is now happening to her.
Yeah.
Her eyes are literally extending out of her skull.
Just as she was about to fold and tell Lily.
She was just about to give it. She's about to give it a G. Like, yo, I messed up.
She started crying.
Yeah, but you know what? Nah.
Me not going.
It's too late. It's too late to apologize. It's too late.
And you lost that eye.
One Republic. Get her out of here. Right? Like, no.
That's what you get.
No, because you've been doing her dirty. It's only been 4 episodes. You've done her dirty every episode.
You've been nasty.
You don't deserve nothing nice, Margie. I don't like you.
And them eyes started bulging right out of her face like a snail.
So she's screaming for dear life now. At first, you see her like, and Lily's like trying to figure out what's going on.
She's still in the store.
Yeah, the whole time. And this is where it kind of gets okay. There's always a moment in this show where I just feel like, what the hell is this? What's happening right now? So Lily decides she doesn't even see what's going on, or does she peek her head out?
Nah, she didn't see what was going on, but automatically off of the experiences, you could tell she like, well, just don't. Oh my God! Like
don't
she tried
freak
to take.
Out.
Yeah, she tried to take the pill. Drops the pill in the toilet.
That's the thing. All right, your friend is screaming for dear life. You know this is the entity that you guys have been talking about.
For sure.
And your first thought is, let me get you this pill.
Honestly, bro, I think she was trying to take it for herself. I do.
So she was like, let me take the pill so I can calm down. And then I can help you. But I can't help you. I get it. If I'm not good, they say, what do they say? Your oxygen mask, you got to use yours first, then put the babies on.
Because I think, like, if I'm her in that moment, and I could be wrong, but if I'm her in that moment, I'm thinking, like, all this, like, for her, she is, like, hallucinating.
Right.
So, like, she's probably thinking, when I go out there and see my friend, I'm going to see something that looks insane. Whole time, it's really Marge who's actually hallucinating.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, so she's trying to hurry up and take the pill because she's thinking, like, it's me.
Yeah.
And I don't want this to, like, keep going on, especially after the incidents that she done had so far. So I think she was, like, just thinking, oh, this is going to be on me. This is on me. Let me hurry up and take the pill. But she got all nervous and dropped it in the damn toilet.
Man.
And then in the meantime, Marge is out there screaming and hollering.
And mind you, this is the 60s. So she's in the hallway screaming for her life. But there's no camera. Nobody can see what's happening. If you've ever been in a lunchroom before, you know it's loud. So nobody's going to hear you screaming for dear life in the hallway unless you in the hallway too.
Shorty made it out the bathroom, down the hallway, into the wood shop.
Into the wood shop. Now, how in the world did she end up in
all the rooms
to be in the science room. She could have been in a library. They took baby girl to the wood shop. Now, honestly, was it well deserved? Yes. They knew we hated her.
She needed all
They knew we didn't like her. So it was like, any way that you're going to do this, do it.
Yeah. She starts out with the chisel.
She tries to chisel the eyes off of her.
That are bugging out of her face. I don't know why her brain automatically went to that. I'm not going to that.
What?
I'm not going to. My eyes would have just been hanging out my face for real. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I could have worked up enough courage to grab the chisel, and then, cause like, what is going to be the result? Like, I'm just about to be blind forever.
Eyeless, and I'm gonna cut them in half. Like,
yeah, and then the chisel wasn't good enough.
What? No, it was not.
Chisel wasn't good enough.
She took it a step further.
Found herself like one of them automatic saws,
and tried to take her, and took
both.
Now,
this is the part of the episode that I was a little confused about. Maybe you can clear this up for me.
Well, okay.
Because we seen her put her head to the side and slice both her eyes with that saw. But then, when everybody come rushing in, they see Lily, she trying to get her together, trying to hold her down. For whatever reason, she picks up the chisel. I don't know why she's picking up the chisel, because she's not... I don't understand.
Nobody asked her to do that.
But she's picking up the chisel now. Look like she's stabbing her friend in the eye. When everything goes back to reality, Shorty only got one eye that's damaged. The other eye is fine. Now, I watched her cut both them eyes out. Now, all of a sudden, you only got one eye that's damaged. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if that's the it plan. I don't know what's going on. But I'm confused. I was confused for a second. I ain't gonna lie. I was confused. And even in the flash forwards later on, you know, when they get to the end of the episode, they give you a little flash forward.
They ain't really handle that.
She only got one Band-Aid on.
Yeah, like I didn't.
She got the slick Rick.
I was also confused about that whole part because, and I think that's a big part of this is figuring out what's an illusion and what's not.
Because Will and them clearly knew what was going on. I don't know if they knew.
Did they?
I mean, like, when it comes down to it, I feel like it's gonna be easier for them to understand what she's saying.
Yeah.
Versus the rest of the school.
I got.
There was some people looking at her like, "Oh nah, we see what's going on."
Everybody was there.
You stabbed her.
Yeah.
That's exactly. You stabbed that girl.
That's exactly what. And we saw you.
For real. You got her pinned down.
And you had it in your hand. Like I saw her. So there is gonna be this hard aspect of existing in this space where they're already making fun of you.
You can't go back to that school.
About your she ain't got no choice.
Back to the nut house.
It's Derry High School.
You going back to the nut house.
Not PS 102. Not CES 3. Derry High School. It sounds like that's where all of Derry goes.
You finna get your Derry High School diploma and get this GED. It's over.
That's it?
That's over.
She not getting no job no way. Once they find out it's Lily, it's like, oh nah, you can't work here.
You can't work here.
Your dad.
You.
It's you.
You done been in the nut house 3 times. You finna go back.
You finna go right back.
You just came from there. How much schoolwork did you miss when you was going the first time?
Lily, what's going on?
What semester is it?
What
do we know?
So, as you stated, the whole school comes in. We'll just say the whole school.
Yeah.
Whole school comes in and sees Lily with weapon in hand over Margie, while Margie has a stabbed in eye and one good eye. So I do believe, like we kind of said when we was watching the show, like, all she got to do is say something.
Yeah, we gonna see.
All you got to do is be a real one, Margie. But it's really gonna be hard. It's not even more so about what actually happened. Yeah. It's about who's gonna believe you. Right. So they can do it together, but as we see with Margie, she's not really a ride or die.
It don't look like it's gonna go that way.
If it start to look like she's crazy, she's not gonna ride for it.
For sure. So, you can count out your little audition that you've been doing with the Mean Girls.
Yeah.
They ain't taking no one-eyed girl in the
No, they let's be very clear about that. They don't seem very inclusive.
You barely was in there as it is.
Exactly.
Both y'all.
You was about to get up out of here. You kept telling them jokes. Regina George wasn't having it. You want to make bitches. Well, you want to be funny.
If you would have told her you not doing this, or she would have found out that you was about to just fold in the bathroom,
that would have been the end of that.
There go your.
Yeah, you can't tell her you was about to fold in that bathroom.
That run is done.
You're not gonna be no patty cake no more.
That's it.
No pancakes for you, baby.
That's it.
You go home. So we now Margie finally got what she deserved. We're all very happy. The crowd cheered. Babies were happy. It was beautiful.
It was.
After that, we switch over, and now we're back in the house with Charlotte and Leroy. Mm-hmm. And I think this is like one of my favorite scenes in the show, mm-hmm. because it kind of just showed this dynamic of relationships.
Yeah.
You know what it'd be like? It's just like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna speak my piece. You gonna speak your piece.
You gonna do what you do,
and I'm gonna do it regardless. So in the conversation, basically, Leroy approaches Charlotte about her activism and her going to talk to Hank and kind of making waves in the town with the police, mm-hmm. Especially in a time like, I don't think Leroy doesn't know what they're trying to do to Hank.
Yeah,
but
don't know.
Either way, this is kind of like the callback to what happened in Shreveport and now affecting them here.
Yeah,
and that is, well, I think you had a better take on kind of why he kind of felt the way he felt also.
I think it was it was his partner that saw her go into the police department.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he is like, they're both working kind of on the same thing.
Right.
And as honest as they being with each other, they not being honest about what's going on, because he's working under the guise of, this is a military thing, I can't be honest. Mm-hmm. And she's actually telling him, I'm doing this. Yep. I'm doing this because his rights was violated. And she doesn't know yet, but she's about to go down the road of, well, this whole incident is tied to the same thing that you're investigating in your military operation. So it's like, for as honest as they being with each other, they not being they not hitting it. They not on the same page.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you feel like it's a Derry, like they're getting caught up in the life of Derry, where there's like secrets and lies and hidden things? Or do you feel like they had that before they got here?
Oh, it definitely feels like it happened before they got there. This is you bringing up your past, and your past is interfering because talk about like callbacks and like foreshadowing.
Mm-hmm.
He already done said like, listen, I'm trying to.
Let's relax.
I'm trying to get right.
Right.
I'm trying to rise my ranks up. I'm on these secret missions. They got me doing stuff. I can't have what you got going on messing up where I'm at.
Right.
And then here we are a couple scenes later, and it's exactly happening the same way that I just told you we're not supposed to be doing.
It's exactly, yeah.
And it basically end up like, I mean, listen, I hear you, but I'm gonna go.
Yeah, that's exactly what she said.
I'm gonna be an activist, and that's just what I'm going. I'm trying to make the nation safe. And what you fighting for? Ain't that why you fighting?
Yeah, that she did hit him with that.
That was a haymaker.
I'm trying to make it worth fighting for. Like that's like, and it's one of those situations where neither one of y'all wrong.
Exactly.
You just can't be as honest with each other, and I think it starts with Leroy.
Yeah,
and it's not on him. It's like you're not just deciding I don't want to tell my family what's going on.
Yeah.
You work for the military.
Right.
You can't tell your family what's going on. And even if you could tell your family what's going on, what you gonna tell her? Yo, I brought this psychic in the crib the other night who read our minds and he figured out we got a son named you can't do all that.
He don't got enough yet. Like he doesn't even have enough to make it believable.
Make
what's
sense.
Going on. Yeah, he don't even know. It's more so like even though he's in the position, he just doesn't know he's in the position. We know.
Right.
But him as the character, he doesn't know. At this point in time, Charlotte know more about her situation than he knows about the situation that he's in. And it's crazy because he's closer to finding out the entity of it.
Mm-hmm.
But she is like dealing with the consequences of it.
Right.
And like as soon as they meet in the middle, that's when it feels like this whole thing is going to start blowing up.
You even have like Will said to her, like, somebody chased us.
Yeah.
He didn't. He didn't say it was an entity of fear chasing us now, but he didn't specify what it was.
He's thinking it's a person.
And that's where she's under the guise of.
Right.
Something is happening in Derry and there's a person involved or whatever. Whereas Leroy understands this is deeper than rap.
Yeah.
There's supernatural things going on right now.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting to watch that dynamic kind of play out between them. But it leads to later where they have that understanding of I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, you're gonna do what you're gonna do, and it's gonna be what's gonna be. And the next scene we see Will in his room.
Mm-hmm.
So it's late at night, he's in bed, and when he closes his eyes, he sees his dad again. Same scene that he saw earlier where he sees his dad in the water, burnt up from a plane crash in Korea.
Worst fear.
Worst fear, basically. That's what Pennywise is doing to him. He decides to go look out at his telescope. And he goes and he looks out the window. It's pretty cool. Stars, yada yada. He sees a Peacemaker walking his dog. It's a cool little. It's a vibe, you know.
Peacemaker colors, all that.
It's a vibe. Everybody's here, and while he's looking around, he sees the fucking clown.
He does.
Now,
chilling in the front yard.
Yeah, looking right at him. Now it's a silhouette.
Yeah, you just see the yellow eyes.
And the silhouette of the clown, so you know that it's Pennywise.
But he's the one that took the picture.
Yeah, he's the
Pennywise.
one. He's the first one to say it's a clown.
Yep.
So for it to come back to him, where he's the first one to see the clown standing outside his window, he screams for dear life.
Yep.
Because he knows this is from the picture. So now it's here and it's looking at me.
At my house.
And he yells, and for the second time in this episode,
my man,
the man with no fear,
showed a lot of
fear. Showed a whole lot of fear.
Wrapped up in
when that baby screamed.
And ran in that room.
Yeah.
Tried to figure out what's going on. He like, There's somebody staring at me.
Right.
Oh yeah, he turned right to her and was like, "You see what happens? You see what happened? This activism
listen,
going on.
Listen,
got people looking in the house.
Brothers, you got to get a win any way you can, even if you're wrong.
You ain't wait no time.
That's the crazy part. A day didn't pass. It was a few hours. And he
ain't
like,
waste no
see,
time.
This is what I be talking about right here.
You gonna use them kids?
Nobody never want to listen to me. Now our son is in danger.
Our son,
our only child at that.
For real.
You feel me? So it was that situation. He runs outside and he runs outside screaming, trying to find out who basically was at his house.
Yeah.
Who was here. Again, I want to be very clear about the optics here. He is a black man in a suburban white neighborhood in the 60s, early 60s, not during the movement. Or maybe during the movement. Yeah, during the movement happening. But it's moving.
The lights is coming on.
That's all. So everybody is outside, like coming outside because they want to know why somebody's outside screaming.
And it's clear that the whole town is just oblivious to like these things that happen.
Nobody knows nothing. So he decides to go back in the house. As he's going back in the house, he looks up in his tree, where Will saw Pennywise standing, and at the top of the tree is a red balloon sitting there just floating ominously.
Which confirms that he definitely saw that.
He sees it. Yes, he sees exactly what's going on. And it's still that newness to Derry. Yeah. Like you're just here and he knows what's going on.
Yeah, somewhat. Like it's like I have the pieces. I have like certain pieces, but I can't put it together. Like it's not like the wife knows. She only knows like the residual effects of this entity happening by way of Hank being in jail and why he's in jail in the first place.
Right.
But she don't, like, she has the breadcrumbs from Rose, but she ain't got much.
Mm-hmm.
Will don't got much. He has the most encounters with it. Mm-hmm. Like, seeing the hallucinations, but, like, he's a child. Mm-hmm. And he's still trying to put it together. Then you got his dad that's like, I'm doing the military operations. I'm seeing hollering. I'm seeing, like, evidence that there's a supernatural thing going on. But even when I tried to confront him, he don't know what's up.
Right.
He don't know what's going on. So, like, where do I go? What do I do?
And it's a weird conundrum because even like if you take Will was the last one to have Will and Richie saw it together in the cemetery. Mm-hmm. They saw the spirits together. But for Will, he didn't see anything until that night. Now, the next thing he saw was when they went fishing. Mm-hmm. So it's getting closer to him.
Yeah.
And you have some type of responsibility as his father, but as somebody who also knows, like, this is affecting your child.
Yeah.
To do something about it. Like, you can't just keep quiet and let your child possibly be snatched up.
For sure.
But from there, with that said, he goes right into, so I want to fix this. I did say this earlier in the video where I said that he goes into the room and he's doing all the things. He's going to do that now.
Yeah.
So basically, he told the lady secretary, you can't go in there. And then he said, I'm going in there. And pulled up on Francis, was like, yo, what's going on?
What are we doing out here with these operations?
I don't hear nothing else about nothing else. What's happening? So this is when Francis pulls Leroy in a room to watch as Halloran pulls in Daniel, which is his name, bro. It's Daniel. Right. So when he pulls Daniel into the room, we see this conversation happen between Halloran and Daniel. And Halloran is basically looking for the pillars, is what he says.
Yeah.
So as we were saying, that Halloran is basically lets Daniel know he's looking for the pillars at this point. Mm-hmm. And Daniel's making it very clear he is not giving up that information. So much so, he's willing to risk his life for it.
My man is strapped to the chair.
Handcuffed. And decides to spit.
Yeah.
In Halloran's face.
That's nasty.
Not on the ground next to him to disrespect him. Not at him. In his face.
He ain't waste no time.
Right. So Halloran, although he didn't want to do it, he ends up going inside Daniel's mind.
Kept his composure.
He did the whole Jean Grey yin thing, and he went in there. And then we see that he's with these. He's around a bunch of doors. Mm-hmm. So the doors are signaling just different sections of Daniel's life, and Halloran can go into any one of them, but he ends up just going into this one door. Inside, you see a younger version of Daniel. He has to be a kid. There with his aunt Rose. Shout out to Rose. We love Rose. Now, this is, at first, it kind of just looks like Rose is in there talking to Daniel, and she ends up asking him about the history of Kalu, or Kalu. They're, the monster. It, basically. And they give the full rundown of exactly what happened. And if we can break it down as quick as possible, the truth is a dark entity, which is Pennywise, came to Earth. It exploded in a star. When that star opened, it had a bunch of shards that helped keep the monster at bay, as the monster was in that
since
case.
It was trapped in there originally.
Anyway. So now over time, then it was there until the natives were born. Once the natives were born, they took their land and beat that. They moved the entity out of the way.
Yeah.
So they
stayed in the western woods.
Yeah, like they kept it somewhere away from them. Then, of course, the settlers come. The pilgrims, I would say,
stealing and thieving.
Bronquitos, man. It's crazy. Man. It's crazy what happens. So basically, they come in and they feed this dark entity by hunting, killing, just doing all the things that the natives have warned them not to do.
And he fed on them.
And he ends up feeding on them.
Getting stronger.
The entity grows so much, it becomes this dark. It can now leave the forest. It doesn't have to stay there anymore. It can go wherever it wants because it's so powerful now. The natives work together. They come together and they end up trapping it. They use the shards from the star, and they end up creating these 13 pillars that keep Pennywise, or the entity, trapped in a section. This is where we learn basically how this has all been going down. Yeah. All this time.
That plan not even a real plan to kill him. It's just, we just gonna keep it at bay.
Right.
With these shards that we found in the mountains or in the hills somewhere.
And I think, moreover, that kind of helped anybody who didn't know what was going on. If you're trying to figure out why is it a clown sometimes, why is it this sometimes, why is it shape-shifting, you just kind of got the full backstory of, one, how long it's been here. Yeah. And two, what it's been doing this entire time.
And that it shapeshifts into fears. Because when it appeared to the natives, it was a white man with one of the settlers.
That's exactly what it was.
You know what I mean?
That's exactly what it was.
Pull up on the kids, it's the scary clown. When they pulled up on Francis when he was younger, it was this old
decrepit man that he saw at the circus. Yes. Carnival. But it's helping you understand just what's been going on. From the books to the movies, the old school to the new school, it basically gave us the full rundown that no movie. I mean, I want to say the new one kind of gave us that. They definitely gave a breakdown of the natives and things of that nature, but it was not like this.
Yeah, this was thorough.
This was thorough. This was book-like. This was like what you would read. So it was definitely, I'm going to give this episode out of 5. I'm going to give it a 4.5 because I got to see the clown. That was my main thing. I didn't see the clown in full. So when that episode comes, I don't care how whack it is, I'm giving it 5 stars. Just telling you now, but I'm gonna give that a 4.5 because it just was a good episode. I felt like it followed through. Certain shit didn't make sense, but that's how it's been since episode 1. So
yeah, I would give it a 4 too because I think this is like the launching pad for things to start getting more crazy. Like you can't even advance the story and get more scary,
right?
And get into like where Pennywise is and the way that he's killing until you explain this part, right? And now that we got all this out the way, it's time. It's time. It's time. Yeah. So I think it only gets crazier from here. We only got 4 episodes left.
That's why you have no choice, because we have 4 episodes left. Now, granted, I'm almost certain we're going to get a season 2, season 3, because it's going to be a cult classic, or, it has a cult following like Stranger Things. So we're going to love it. But at the same time, it's like they have space, but they don't, because we're still in season 1. So you got to get everything out the way. We know we don't know Lily. Yeah. So we don't know who Lily's going to be in the future, if she's going to make it to the end. I keep seeing that they're saying Ronnie and Will are going to get together and make Mike Hanlon. But I don't know I don't know Ronnie part to be true because in the book Ronnie was a throwaway.
Yeah, we gotta see.
So we'll see what happens there. But either way, another good episode. Welcome to Derry. Anything else you want to add on to from what we saw tonight? Any highlights? Anything you didn't like?
I'm just excited about they did give us the like in the weeks to come.
Okay, yeah.
So I am excited. Trailer. Yeah, I'm excited about where it looks like it's going.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of just anticipating for that. I hope it's not like this long break or nothing in between.
Right.
Because
right.
Especially since we had this kind of an episode, I want to see. All right, where we going? Like,
what's next?
What's next? What side is people going to be on? Is it like we're going to continue to see how big this snowball actually gets?
Yeah, I agree. I feel the same way. The mid-season trailer was dope. It definitely made me anticipate wanting to see more and just see where we go from here. Will is still a GOAT. Shout out to Ronnie, the gang. Not really a fan of Richie yet. No, Richie's my guy, but I don't,
Yeah,
but
it's a lot with him.
That's neither here nor there. But either way,
Charlotte.
Shout out to Charlotte and Leroy because these are the ones who are seeing what's actually going on.
They gonna crack the code.
For the first time in Derry history, we got some adults who care about what's happening with their kids.
We gonna get to the bottom of this.
We gonna get to it, but I appreciate y'all for always pulling up. Thank you for kicking it with the icons.
Yes, sir.
And we gonna come back for more. And y'all keep thriving, keep striving. And remember, man, you got this.
See you next week.
All right.